All right, I'll be blunt with you. In football, there's a certain amount of shit you have to put up with.
Yeah.
You have to be able to put up with a certain amount of shit for the greater good.
With football, will we be seeing you in a Sidemen charity match?
I would love to. I made, do you know for the
locker room reveals.
Yeah, did you see it? I made like a fake one. For me, from day one, it's always like, I knew the school education just wasn't going to be the way.
Yeah.
It's a weird system, isn't it? Like, how does one transform into Roadman so efficiently and effectively?
I would just really love to get into boxing.
Yeah.
And then if I got into that, I would be open to get into influencer boxing. People are actually going to buy this. People are going to make money of this. And people also need to come out of buying it or watching it and see some results. People are going to have to be messaging me, oh yeah, my views went up, my followers went up, look, I've grown this much on Instagram. The fact that it's so accessible, everyone just, you can pick up your phone, you can make a video, you can post it, you can get 10 million views.
Yeah.
You can become a content, like, obviously it's rare, but you can, hypothetically speaking, become a content creator overnight.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Creative Caffeine Podcast. What's up, guys? You are listening to the Creative Caffeine Podcast. My name's Connor.
My name's Ben.
And in this podcast, if you're looking to live that creative life, this is the podcast for you. We're going to be talking all things video,
Photo.
and content creation. The good, the bad,
And the ugly.
So sit back, grab your snacks, grab your drinks, and enjoy. Happy days. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. How you doing, man?
Yeah, good, thanks. How are you?
I'm not bad, mate. I'm not bad. Weather's a bit naff, as
Nah,
per
it's terrible.
British stuff.
Typical.
We put a poll on Spotify the other week, and it was, who should we get on? A videographer, photographer, or content creator?
Yeah.
And we got a pretty dope content creator today.
Yeah, we do.
We do. This guy has, his main TikTok channel has got 3.7 million followers. YouTube, 1 million subscribers. Pretty nuts.
Pretty out there.
That's pretty nuts. In less than 14 months, we've got InTheDarkVlogs. Adrian, welcome to the podcast, man.
Thank you.
How you
Thank
doing?
for having me. Very well.
Are you in character today, or is it yourself?
Today
How you doing, man?
I'm very well.
Happy days, mate. Happy days. So we always start off the podcast asking our guests the same question. What would you rather have?
Chuck me right in the deep end.
Chuck you right in the deep
straight
end.
in.
What would you rather have, a battery that never dies or an SD card that never fills up when it comes to like your content creation?
So I'm going to be smart about this.
Oh,
Yeah.
If you have an SD card that never fills up, you still have to put it on a different device. You still have to...
That's true.
Storage elsewhere.
Yeah.
So I'll go battery.
Okay.
That's a good shout. A lot of people have been saying battery recently, haven't they?
Yeah, I'm battery as well.
Yeah, battery.
Most
Because you're
people,
running
I
on dummy
think.
battery today.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
on.
just-
That'll just run until, like, that'll just run forever, which is nice.
It's like, plus if you really want to, you can just buy a massive SSD and it'll run a terabyte for you, whereas with a battery, you're never going to get any longer than like half an hour out of it.
That is
Yeah.
facts. That is facts.
Shooting straight 4K.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. So let's start from the beginning, man. You're a content creator. You make TikToks, like short form content. Like, where did that all start for you?
It actually started before short form content.
Yeah.
I started out doing long form, except no one knows that there's like 400.
That was going to be one of my questions. Like, did you start like on long form or was it like short form?
Yeah, no, I started long form. I made like between 300-400 long form videos.
Damn, nice.
All private now. But it was like my first step kind of getting into video making and social media and stuff. And
Nice.
obviously none of them blew, but it was very much sort of learning on the job.
Yeah.
So I would just come up with a video idea, film it, edit it, post it, all to the best of my ability. And then every one would be like 5% better.
Yeah.
And then, one thing led to another. Then during COVID, obviously everyone started sitting at home, scrolling, this short form platform.
Yeah.
Doom
just
scrolling.
took off. And I was like, cool. Actually,
the
my
way to
brother
go.
got me on that.
Nice.
He was like, I've seen this platform TikTok. Have you heard of it? And I was like, oh yeah, that's that dancing app, isn't it? He was like, no, trust me, you should definitely go.
Yeah.
On this. So I was like, all right, cool. I started reposting my YouTube long form stuff on TikTok.
Or like clipping it up and stuff.
Yeah. And then I was like, this is just not working. Just like some will do all right, but in terms of actually building a fan base, it's just like you'll do 15 videos, 12 of them will get 200 views and one will get like 10K. It's just like, it's not consistent. So I was
Yeah.
like, I really need to do more TikTok-y stuff.
Yeah.
And I started shooting in portrait and then going into comedy and
We'll definitely touch on that, man. Yeah, it's definitely evident that when you clip out stuff from, say, like a long form video, it doesn't always perform as well. But when you make stuff natively and directly for TikTok, it performs so much better.
Oh,
Yeah.
I found that, like, when clipping up, like, say, like old vlogs and stuff
Yeah,
from
yeah.
people who had
people
YouTube
don't
back
care.
in the day, they tank.
TikTok's got its own style.
Yeah.
Like, it fully has to be TikTok-y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Its algorithm's nuts, isn't it?
Oh,
It just
yeah.
knows what
It's
you want
like-
to see before you see it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's why I have to keep deleting it, because it's like I get stuck in this, like, just scroll. I don't want to get out of bed otherwise, so it's like I have to go through phases of just deleting it. Otherwise, I won't come off. Like, hooks you.
It's nuts, isn't it? So did you start like content creation? Did you do like study at school? Did you do like
No.
film or anything?
No, fully no. Whilst I was in school, I was going for languages. That was my thing. I did 3 A levels languages, but I did that whilst I was at college with Crystal Palace.
Oh, okay,
doing
nice.
Football was always my main thing, and then I didn't go to uni, and just got into content creation fully. Taught it all myself.
Yeah.
Editing, filming,
Nice.
and I was doing actually a bit of videography as well.
So you didn't like with uni? You didn't do uni?
No,
Neither did I.
Did you not?
No, like I did college and dropped out the second year just because it was just the second year was all preparation for like uni. I was just like, I don't want to go uni. I'd rather sort of learn on the job and
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
do straight in. You
Yeah.
did a bit of uni, didn't you?
I just did foundation degree and then started freelancing after.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It's just, I was like, what's the point in having a full degree if you're not going to work for someone and show it to someone? So I was
Exactly.
just-
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for me from day one, it's always like I knew the school education just wasn't going to be the way.
Yeah.
It's a weird system, isn't it? Like it's more like,
It's like spending money going to uni, and then like that last year I was just I probably made the money that all my mates spent on it at uni in that last year, and it was just like,
Exactly.
why, when you may as well just, when you have the ability to go and make the money, why?
You probably arguably have more skills as well.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you just learn way more teaching yourself, I think.
you learn more actually
Creatively.
going out and doing it and creating content, creating videos and learning from like your good ones and then also
Yeah.
learning from your shit videos
No,
as
exactly.
Yeah.
But obviously, like content creation wise, you have your own style, so it's like no one can really teach you that anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
So you
yeah.
kind of got like you find that, and then
Yeah, you
No one
notice
can
that
teach
definitely
you.
in like the sort of the standout TikTokers. Fully, you just know he's the guy who does that. He's the
Yeah.
guy who does
Yeah.
that. She's the girl who does that. They're fully just in their own area. No, you can't teach
Yeah,
them. And
exactly.
then if you ask them to give a class and teach 30 kids how, they'll be like, it felt right in the moment. And it
Yeah,
seemed
no,
to do well.
exactly.
It's so true. That's becoming really good with TikTok because I think when everyone started with TikTok, they were just trying their hands at a little bit of everything, a little bit of dancing, a little bit of lip syncing. And now everyone's sort of narrowing down and finding their niche and
it's just comedy.
people. Yeah, well, comedy.
A lot of it, yeah.
I follow this guy called Big Manny who does like science videos, but in like Roadman style.
Oh yeah.
It's so weird. It's like, boom, boom, dumb no, we got some potassium here. And like, stuff
Oh,
like
yeah, I've
that.
seen him.
Yeah.
I've seen him. But he's actually educational though.
Yeah,
he's
it's
actually
so
teaching.
sick.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's so sick. He'll be sat in his
Crazy,
back
yeah.
garden doing like a voiceover, doing all
Yeah.
these science experiments in his garden. It's so sick the way TikTok does it. Like, it's nuts. But you mentioned like football. So
Yeah.
was that like a serious thing? Or?
Yeah. So that was pretty much from as long as I can remember my main thing.
Yeah.
Started out at a club when I was 7, then just been playing ever since. Went to Crystal Palace.
Nice.
Then after I left there, I was in Germany, Croatia,
Oh, wow.
around Europe
Wow.
a bit. Just going on trial everywhere. Then I came here, did like I think 3 years of non-league now.
Okay, nice.
Semi-professional, and now I've stopped it.
Not feeling it?
It became a choice of like a question between, do I want to invest because all right, I'll be blunt with you, in football there's a certain amount of shit you have to put up with.
Yeah.
You have to be able to put up with a certain amount of shit for the greater good.
Yeah, I bet.
And it just got to the point where my content and all the other things I was doing so good that it was
Yeah.
no longer a good investment of my time or
Yeah.
energy. So I kind of just said, enough is enough. I'm still
Yeah.
doing my football. I still play charity matches. I make football content. I'm still enjoying it.
Yeah.
Doing gym and training stuff. Like just not
Priorities,
like,
content creation. Yeah.
traveling 2 hours to a game, sitting on the bench and fighting for your spot. It's just,
Yeah.
It's such a commitment, and I guess there's a lot of sacrifice that has to come with that as well. And when like you see that your content's doing really well, I can imagine you don't want to sacrifice that.
no, of course not. Well, that was the thing, because it was, I think it was last season. Last year is the last season I played, if I remember correct. And I can't even remind you the amount of Saturdays I came home. I didn't
Yeah.
make the team, and I'm just like, hang on a sec. I could have been at home today filming
Yeah,
content.
could have done
I
something.
could have been making money. Could have been, I don't know, sorting a new brand deal. I don't know. Just like a
Exactly,
long
yeah.
list of things I could have done.
Yeah.
And look at this day. It's gone.
It's like time well spent and all that sort of stuff, isn't it? You got to sort of narrow out your priorities and stuff.
Yeah.
With football, will we be seeing you in a Sidemen charity match?
I would love to. I made. Do you know for the charity
locker
match we
room
did?
reveals.
Yeah, did you see it? I made like a fake one.
To be honest, I thought it was real. Somebody reshared it on Twitter.
Yeah. Oh, did they?
I saw it on Twitter. Somebody retweeted it.
That's jokes. No, I know for a fact they saw it. There were 250 comments tagging at Sidemen. There's no way they didn't see it.
They have to been like, because I don't know why, but KSI's manager Mams Taylor follows me on Twitter, and he'd liked the video. That's why I saw it.
Oh, really?
So somebody'd taken your video, re-uploaded it to Twitter, and then
that's hilarious.
That's how I saw it.
It's a big joke. I was literally on holiday. I was like, I know I'm not going to get picked for this match. I might as well stir up a bit of trouble.
Yeah.
Which team would you choose? Sidemen FC or YouTube All Stars?
YouTube All Stars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
That's a good shout. It was such a good event this year, wasn't it?
What, the actual match?
Yeah, the actual match.
It was very good.
I can't remember how many. Something like 2 million, like continuative, like viewers on that stream.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
On the live stream.
On the live stream, yeah, it had millions of people watching.
That's crazy.
And Vicstar scored, so there you go.
Yeah, no.
Highlight moment. But let's get into like content creation. You mentioned you started on long form. You're doing long form.
Yeah.
I started with long form, and now I'm putting a lot of my focus into
short form.
Short form, TikToks, Reels, and then just re-uploading them as YouTube Shorts.
Do you know what it is? Like, it's just I hate, like, obviously I like it when you put like a reel out and it looks nice, but I feel like in an editor it looks really annoying. It just makes me think of like a phone view, like when it's sitting in Premiere. I just don't like horizontal. I don't like editing horizontal.
Oh.
No, vertical. Sorry.
Vertical.
Yeah, I'd way prefer wide stuff. But
Yeah. What do you edit in? Like
Premiere Pro.
Premiere Pro?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm out.
You guys?
I'm outnumbered again.
Premiere.
Final Cut.
What do you edit on?
Final Cut.
What's that, Apple? I don't know what that is.
Final Cut Pro?
I mean, I've heard of it. Is that Apple?
It's Apple,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's good for quick turnarounds. But you don't like it, do you?
It's just like, I don't know. Like, you'll know from Premiere, obviously, you got everything's laid out so clearly, and like, I just don't feel like you have that with Final Cut. Like,
Until it
obviously, you can
crashes.
see all like the video tracks and the audio tracks in Premiere, but you can't.
Was that a dig at Premiere Pro?
Until it crashes.
Yeah, it does
I can't argue with that. It pisses me
It
off
does
sometimes.
crash
I'm
a
like,
lot,
This is
but-
a shit program. I'm like, 2023, how is this still not working properly?
It's weird though, because like
I've only
Lightroom
ever
and
used
stuff.
that, so...
Yeah, the
Yeah.
rest of the Adobe stuff doesn't crash. Like
It's just
Photoshop
Premiere.
and Lightroom don't crash. It's just Premiere. for
It's
some
so
weird
weird,
reason,
isn't it?
but-
I remember, do you remember Sam Newton? He released a song.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like this photographer that we know, but he does like these funny sort of raps, and one of his lines was "crashing at your house more than Premiere Pro," and I was like, what? "That's fucking
Too
so
true.
accurate." So, like, YouTube are pushing shorts like hella mad at the moment. Has that sort of been like key to growth on YouTube? Because you got
Yeah.
1 million subs.
They've got a massive problem as well at the moment, because see, when you said, "Oh, I like making a reel,"
Yeah.
and then would you say you make a TikTok and then
Yeah.
you repost it on Shorts?
Yeah.
They've got a massive problem with
That's
that.
good, yeah.
Because everyone's doing that. So now what they're doing is they're signing individual creators and making them sign contracts which say specifically that they have to make original content for YouTube.
Oh right.
I've seen
so
a
they
few
can't
creators like
repurpose.
that
So-
have been doing that.
Yeah, so they're like basically getting people to make original content for YouTube, because now realistically, if you scroll down the Shorts feed, it's just Instagram
re-uploads.
repost, TikTok repost. Think about it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be hard to combat because TikTok's so far ahead. Instagram, I'd say it's just at the bottom, just because the
Instagram's on its way out in my opinion.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's like I find because I post more on Instagram than anywhere else, and it's just other than YouTube, but on Instagram, if you post like a reel, I find all the ones I put so much effort into do really badly, and then you get the occasional like one that
Classic.
gets a load of
Happened to
views,
me 3
and
days
it's just
ago.
like that doesn't happen with TikTok, does it? It's like it's more consistent with TikTok.
I'll disagree with that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for me, it's just like sometimes I'll think of this genius video idea. I'm like, this is gonna be sick. I was into coming up with the right angles, the editing, the characters, the script, everything. It takes me ages, but I'm like, just believe in it, go through,
And
trust
then-
the process, whatever, it flops.
Then it flops,
Next
yeah.
day I think of some stupid trend,
And then-
remake it for my channel,
And it'll work.
million.
It's just annoying because it's like
It's so bizarre, isn't it?
and then you end up picking sounds just because they trend, and it's like, oh, it looks really bad on the video,
That
but
too as well,
yeah, and
but
it's
you
like
have to.
if you edit something with like a good a sound that suits the video, then it's like, oh, I'd much prefer to post this, but it's like almost like you have to pick the
yeah.
sounds to. But
That's it,
And
yeah.
then it's the thing of being known for one thing. I used to do
Oh,
like a
yeah.
TikTok series, things you should never say to a photographer, where I'd play a photographer and then clone myself and be like a character.
Yeah.
I don't know, like a Karen, just being like a Karen to photographers.
typical.
And those videos would bang. They get, well, with my audience, like bang, they'd get like 500 views, which is shit compared to standard TikTok, but that was a good amount of views for myself. They'd always get like 500,000 plus views. But then when I post other stuff, they just wouldn't get that reach.
Yeah.
But
No,
the
exactly.
thing is, I don't want to be known as the guy who just does things you shouldn't say for a
that's the
photographer
thing.
reels.
I've got like a rule where if you want to get into content creation, you find a niche. If it works, great. But then you have to ask yourself, is this sustainable and is it enjoyable? If it doesn't, if the answer isn't yes to both of those questions, you've got to stay away from it.
Yeah.
Because you can enjoy those views and you can go through a period of time where it's like, this niche is really working.
Yeah.
But you'll come to a wall. You're like, hang on a sec, this is working, but I'm not enjoying
But
it.
it's not. Yeah.
So
There's no point in doing it otherwise, is there?
yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
That's the thing. If you don't enjoy it, I think for a lot of people, particularly with TikTok, I remember you used to, like, I don't know if you, like, did you do the whole post 3 times a day thing when you were just starting?
No, I posted one a day.
Yeah. Because I remember seeing people would post like 3 times a day. Because when you Google, like, how many times should you post a day on TikTok? It would say like 1 to 3 times. I'm like,
yeah.
how is that sustainable?
started that. Everyone was like, oh, you're posting content? 60 pieces of content every day.
I could go on about Gary Vee for fucking ages. I saw...
Go for it.
Oh,
I'm here for it.
yes, thank you. He's so bizarre, isn't he? He's got to be...
I mean,
It's sort of
I
like
like
a
him.
character.
I mean, it's
like him.
unique.
You do like him?
Yeah, I do. Do you not?
No, I don't know. It's his voice in a way.
Oh, I
And some
think
of
he
the
makes
stuff-
really good points.
He makes good
kind of
points.
Talks in extremes.
Just in a weird way.
He's
yeah.
very, very extreme the way he puts things out there. It's very extreme. He's funny in a way, but he's just very, very extreme with his methods. Like,
He's all about like self-belief. That thing that like he's on about, oh, you got so much time. He basically wants sort of 30, 40, 50-year-olds. Basically, no matter how old you are, to realize you can still start that business.
Oh,
You can
absolutely.
still- yeah, and I like that kind of energy. I think that's good.
That's the motivating thing. But then it's like the work, like this many hours in a day. Don't take any days off. Hustle, hustle, hustle.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Need
mind. What's that?
You need that.
You do need that motivation. But he's very extreme with it, isn't he? He's good
also
to work
very
hard.
successful.
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
also
He's made the money.
minted. Minted. I saw his interview with Stephen Bartlett. He got really emotional, didn't he? Have you seen that? Yeah, he was crying in it. It was
I was watching loads of them last night.
What was the topic?
I think it was about his family and like moving from like where was it, Russia, like Soviet Union and stuff. Yeah, it got really deep. I'd never seen him like that before.
Mad.
Usually seeing like really animated and like performing in front of a camera, but
Yeah.
on the Stephen Bartlett podcast, it was interesting to see like the real sort of Gary Vee in a way,
Yeah.
which was cool. It was really weird. We put out on one of our Instagram stories some questions for our audience to ask.
Yeah.
And a guy called, I'm probably going to butcher this, Harry and Hunt. How long do you typically take to edit your TikToks?
4 hours.
Yeah?
4 hours.
That's like a good average number. Just
Yeah.
to give you a straight answer. Like a shorter one could be like 2.5 hours. A long one can be 5 hours. So let's just go with 4.
Okay.
Just watching your TikToks, the amount of times you like mask yourself into it, like all the
Yeah,
different
that
characters.
takes
I've got PTSD from asking
ages. Yeah.
Vietnam flashbacks, it must be.
all the different students around the table and like the table.
It's so long, isn't
And
it?
the big mouth effect.
It was like I was cinematographer on a Star Wars project once on like a fan film, and then it was just like just lightsaber masking was so long as well. It's just moving a little bit, and
And what
horrid.
someone has said, how does one transform into Roadman so efficiently and effectively? I love the way
I don't know what to
phrased
say
it.
to
How
that.
does one?
You wrote that so it's so nice.
I think he's wrote that in character. It's just
I don't know
like
what to say to
what inspired the Roadman?
living
character.
in London.
Yeah, living in ends.
London, yeah. I mean, it's just like London has that kind of culture. There's a lot of slang stuff, and a lot of people kind of like to see it in a comedy way. So I just thought
It does well.
literally. And there was one other guy at the time who was doing kind of roadman stuff. But it wasn't like a thing yet. So I was like, cool, let me try this. And I also thought I could do a bit better as well.
Yeah.
Which I ended up doing. So.
Yeah, oh, mate. I mean, nearly 4 million followers on TikTok. Like,
It's like, yeah, it's clearly doing well.
what's been your favourite ones to make? Is it like the classroom ones, or where like Roadman gets a job for the first day on the job?
I don't know if I could give you like a favorite ones, but I could give you a favorite video. Like a standout video in my head, 100% was I made a video which was called Roadman as an English teacher in an Italian school the day after they lost the Euros final.
Oh,
a
God.
couple years ago.
I could see
It was so good. I was so proud of it, honestly. It was like the Roadman. Obviously, he's an English teacher in an Italian school, so he walks into the classroom. He's late, and they're all singing like the Italian anthem, taking the piss out of him. And it was
I think my favourite one is where you're like primary school teacher, A for arcs, B for bunda.
That's one of my most viewed ones, actually.
Is it?
That was right at the beginning. Yeah.
I like the ones where you're like, this was JJ, and like where you're doing like the YouTube history.
Oh yeah. The year 2100 stuff.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, those ones. Yeah, they're really sick.
Yeah, I enjoy making those.
What was it? The one like where you're like, you brought up Ollie Ball on the screen, and they're like, what does he do? Like eat, and you're like, you're not far off. You're not far off.
Ollie Ball's a legend.
He's hilarious, isn't he? He's going to be doing YouTube boxing like this year, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he started training. Yeah.
Mad. I never knew that.
I'll stir up some trouble here.
Yeah.
I might have been almost talked into it recently.
Oh, really?
I've got nothing confirmed, so I don't. But
what, like on
I would
Misfits or something?
So I don't know the technicalities, but I would just really love to get into boxing.
Yeah.
And then if I got into that, I would be open to get into influencer boxing.
Yeah.
It would be cool. Yeah, it would be really cool. I wouldn't do it if I wasn't like going to be serious about the training and fighting and stuff.
Yeah.
And I certainly wouldn't step in the ring if I thought I'd get knocked out.
There's a
Yeah.
few people I've seen like TikTok who will go into the fight and they're just not prepared like at all. I can't remember who it was.
I don't understand that.
Yeah,
I'll just
it's
be
so
like, I'm
bizarre.
just straight up scared of getting banged in the face. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not a
In
fighter.
front of
Yeah.
so many people as well.
It's not even about that. I just don't want to get banged in the face.
Yeah.
That's your street
It's like,
cred.
whether people
like-
are watching or not, it's
Yeah.
not really my business if I'm unconscious. Like,
You want to go in there like with chest, knowing like at
I've
least
got a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Exactly. I saw one of the TikTok, some guy on TikTok, and he was in a YouTube boxing event. The event was a bit of a disaster. Like fans were running into the ring and all sorts. It was.
When was this?
It was in October last year. Was it Creator? It wasn't Creator Clash.
Oh, was it a really shit one that didn't do well at all?
Yeah, it's the one where El Brook fought AJ Bunker or something.
That one.
Yeah.
Is that the one with
Ed Matthews.
Ed Matthews, Simple Simon?
Simple Simon. Yeah.
Well, the fans came.
Yeah,
in the
fans got in the ring for that one. Or was it the Alex Wasabi Deji one? I can't remember, but
because I watched the Simple Simon Ed Matthews one. I didn't see any.
that was
chaos. I thought it
carnage. Simple Simon just got battered.
We watched one in Iceland, didn't we?
Yeah, that was with
That was around the same time as the one
TGF
that-
Bro.
Yeah, that was it.
With Ginty.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Ginty, bless him.
Got absolutely.
Yeah, there was a TikToker who clearly not trained like at
Who was
all.
that?
I can't remember the name of it. He does this thing where he just shouts "get out" at stuff.
Luke Bennett.
Luke Bennett, that's the guy. And he was turning round, like he was turning his back in the ring. And obviously, rules of boxing: defend yourself at all times. And when he was spinning round, like running
Just
away,
had no care.
he did.
I prefer not to speak.
Yeah, that's he clearly wasn't prepared.
Yeah.
If there was someone
Could never be me.
like, we're not saying like you're calling someone out, but if you saw like a potential opponent, who
Oh,
would you have in mind?
I can't do that.
Huh?
I haven't got a clue.
Not
I haven't
a
got
clue?
beef with anyone. If
No,
that's
but who would the Roadman have beef with? Everyone.
anyone.
Absolutely everyone. Looks at you the
No,
wrong
I don't
way.
have a clue, but I'd be open to like, I don't know. You can have a respectful boxing fight. you
Oh,
know?
yeah, absolutely,
Hit each
yeah.
other in the ring and then give them
Yeah.
a spot outside the ring. Be like
Yeah.
fair fight, and that's it. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's just something that I'd be like open to taking up.
It looks cool. I know Misfits, which is like KSI and all that sort of stuff's boxing promotion thing. They're going to be doing like a thing for like smaller creators
Yeah.
and stuff, like a smaller creators YouTube boxing, like
Right.
on like a smaller scale rather
Yeah.
than like at Wembley and all that sort of stuff, which looks quite cool.
Do you know what I can't believe? I can't believe that Theo Baker and Joe Weller started it all off. What?
Yeah,
It's
it's crazy,
so
isn't it?
bizarre, isn't it? Theo
randomly decided to hire out a ring and fight each other.
And now it's like, what's Joe Weller? He just like doesn't even exist anymore.
Well, he's been piping up on Twitter this morning.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
No, I don't even
It's,
follow him on Twitter, so
It's really
as far as I'm
strange.
concerned, I haven't seen anything from him. And
No, he went
He
in
still does those abandoned
Does he?
houses. Yeah.
He put out a really good
nothing comes
rainforest
up on my
video.
YouTube
You can
anymore.
tell
I
he's
don't
proper
even-
passionate for
Ghost hunting and stuff.
what's the word?
Exploration and
Yeah, just I don't know what the word is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Supernatural stuff. That's
supernatural.
Because I used
yeah.
to like love him when he was first like a thing, and then obviously I feel like he tried so hard after that, and I just feel like his content went downhill. Because even he said like he
fell out of love with doing like internet melts,
yeah,
didn't
and
he?
you could tell after that because it was like all that sort of stuff was so funny, and then
I feel like a lot of creators
dropped
are
off.
at a risk of hitting that wall because when you
Yeah.
think about it, you can probably. I think there's obviously more extreme scenarios. Joe Weller probably being one of them because
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
really sort of like. I don't want to say he fell off because he's still doing good, but I would argue that he's completely doing something different from what he started.
yeah,
out doing.
absolutely.
And he definitely had a period of time where he was like really sort of trying to find what kind of thing he wants to do.
yeah.
And I feel like every content creator goes through that or is at risk of going through that, but you've got to stay ahead. I think
Absolutely.
the key is
Yeah.
staying ahead, knowing what because I know what I'm going to do next year. I'm
Yeah.
always like 6 months, 12 months ahead in terms of where I'm going to go. And that was one of the best things I did with my TikTok from day one. I knew that Roadman was a hit. And at the beginning, it was like Roadman video, Roadman's a flight attendant, Roadman's a pilot, Roadman's a shop worker. And so I was like, cool, this is good. It's working for now. Everyone's loving it. But hang on a sec, 6 months down the line, it's going to be like, all right, we've seen enough of Roadman. Now
Yeah.
what else have you got
What
to
can
offer?
you do next?
So I started doing this thing where I was like, once a week, just make a different kind of skit. The comment section was, "Oh, bring back Roadman,
Yeah.
Roadman." But I was like, just kind of slipping every so often in.
Feed
the
it
fact
in
that
slowly,
exactly.
yeah.
And then after time, and now I just make anything.
Yeah.
People just
But it's like Cook KSI as well. He had to drastically change his content.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
because times change. Like obviously,
Logan Paul.
the stuff I used
yeah.
to watch with KSI when I was younger, like he can't make that anymore because
No,
it's just
exactly.
not accepted
It literally-
anymore.
Yeah, God, can you imagine?
Imagine KSI went out and did one of those public prank videos from before. And people would be like,
Yeah.
"What are you doing?"
Can you imagine him being
Crazy.
like,
Some of the stuff he said as well. Like
yeah, I found a compilation of him like upload. Was it up the gaming festival thing?
Yeah.
And he was like going up to girls and asking them like mad questions, like moving
like-
absolutely mad. He couldn't do that now.
He's-
Or what's it called? The sax man, where he'd wore that
Oh,
purple
yeah.
suit and go play saxophone in like random places.
crazy.
You got to adapt, haven't you?
Like, it was so funny at the time, but obviously, like he adapted so well because obviously he's still like making amazing stuff now.
Yeah,
True.
But yeah, and he's doing like everything all at once, which like it's just amazing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like with KSI, it just amazes me how him and Logan Paul like are just how like an energy drinks kind of brought them together from
It's
once hating each other. Well, say they hate each other. I don't know to what extent, but how much was real. But
Yeah, it is insane. Yeah.
How do you sort of like keep your energy when it comes to content creation so you like don't get burnt out? Because I think creator burnout is such a real thing. We were talking about it the other day with Elliot. When
Oh,
we
yeah,
were
yeah.
Like creator burnout and just doing everything all at once. Like
When
what's-
you say creator burnout, you on about writer's block, like lack of creative idea,
In a
creative
way,
ideas,
yeah.
or you on about just
the motivation,
the
to sort of
motivation
keep-
five
goes,
videos to
yeah.
edit.
Yeah.
That hasn't been an issue, but like I if I've got a to-do list, I'm going to get it done. That
Yeah.
in that department, I'm okay. But writer's block, definitely.
Yeah.
Like I try to stay as far ahead as possible with ideas. I've got like just a notebook, list of video ideas. I try to stay 10 ahead. But it's like the closer you get to that 10th
Yeah.
one being used up, it's like shit. And sometimes it just happens like
Yeah.
6, 7, 8 every 6, 7, 8 months or so. I'm just like, hang on, I need to get some new videos, and usually just taking a week off, just.
Yeah.
Or at least doing something different for a week, something non social media for a week.
Yeah.
Just
it used to happen
refresh
with me
my
with
brain.
YouTube as well. It was just like you get to a certain point and then you're like, oh, I feel like I need to change it up a little bit because it all becomes so sameish as recording and editing, like
You think?
just straight thing. Yeah, I mean, and then yeah, like you take a week off, like you say, and you just kind of take it away, just so I don't even think about
Okay.
YouTube.
Do you know
or
what it is
anything.
for me though? I feel like I do like a lot of different stuff, so I feel like I'm less at risk of.
You're varying a bit.
Yeah, because I've got a football channel, and then I've got a channel where I do like sort of just talking topics, motivational stuff, and then I've
Nice.
got my skit channel. So I don't know that
So if
kind
you burn
of
out
keeps
on one,
things.
you can
Yeah.
jump
It's
to
like, cool,
another
I'll just
for a
do
little
that
bit
one.
and then come back
Literally.
to it later on. Yeah,
Having different avenues is good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you've just dropped a course, haven't you, as well?
Yeah.
Now, I think it's freaking sick. I've not seen it, but I've seen the contents of it, and I feel like every creator like fucking needs that.
Yeah.
So much.
No, I really put a lot of thought into it, and I genuinely put every single thing I've learned from the last 3-4 years into that course. Honestly, every single thing I put into it, and I was like, and I watched it back and I was so self-critical on myself. I was like, hang on a sec, people are actually going to buy this. People are going to make money of this. And people also need to come out of buying it or watching it and see some results. People are going to have to be messaging me, oh yeah, my views went up, my followers went up. Look, I've grown this much on Instagram.
My retention rate's higher.
Yeah. And it's doing well so far. People are enjoying it.
The trailer was sick.
How do you like it?
I like the trailer. Yeah. The bit where it cuts to black and then just at the end, the emoji stuff. Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
But you spoke so passionately about sort of like the creator economy, because the creator economy is just, it's going to be huge in 2023.
Yeah.
Like if lockdowns and all that sort of stuff have proven anything, it's that people don't need a typical 9 to 5.
Exactly.
Like I myself quit my day job the day before lockdown to do like this kind of stuff full time.
Nice.
Because I don't want to be working 9 to 5, and being a content creator is such a good way forward. Like what inspired you to make that course?
To make the course. Exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
Honestly, exactly what you just said. Like, I genuinely believe it's a new era. It's a new era of living life. Basically, when you think about any kind of business, you can't name me a business on earth that wouldn't benefit from social media promotion.
Yeah.
When you think about it, how are the content creators' earnings? All the companies are coming from all over the world and be like, can you promote our business? Can you promote our company? Look, we just dropped a new product. Can you promote it on your page? Why? Because everyone's just sitting on their phone scrolling all day, consuming. This is what people are watching. This is what people are consuming. So before it was like, I don't know, Google Ads. No, sorry, not Google. I meant to say newspapers. I don't know, TV. All these things are going downhill. Now it's like socials, socials. And you can either become a social media content creator and just make content about whatever you want. Or you can have a business and create content around the business that equally leads to content creation anyway, or you reach out to creators to promote your thing for you. So either way, you're going to end up using creation. So I just feel like it's just a massive thing, massive thing. It's like a new era.
There's that really sick quote. I think it was Jay-Z where he's like, "I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman," and it's really true. Like you have to think of yourself as a business. If you can if you can make content that you love and also get like a pretty decent brand integration into it, then win.
Yeah,
absolute win.
That's it.
And you touch on that in the course, like monetization.
Yeah,
I noticed there's a bit about color grading as well, which is a little bit about color grading.
Oh, I'm interested what you two have to say about that.
I'd say you're a better colorist than me.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a better colorist. I've spent a lot more time on it because since I kind of stopped doing so much like content creation on YouTube and focus more on kind of freelance video for people, and like since doing weddings and stuff, I just thought I need to like really rein in on like color grading, and then just try to learn it a lot more in detail.
I feel like I actually had a discussion with one of my creative friends the other day, and we basically both agreed that people love like an element of rawness on TikTok. They love the fact that it's so accessible. Everyone you can pick up your phone, you can make a video, you can post it, it can get 10 million views. You can become a content, like obviously it's rare, but you can, hypothetically speaking, become a content creator overnight.
Absolutely.
And, I think people enjoy that. So I also think a lot of people who are good at production outside of TikTok, they bring that and it doesn't work. And they're like, hang on a sec, my video is so much higher quality. It's got this color grading. I use this camera, this mic. But people they don't care about that.
It's got to be relatable, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
It's for like entertainment as well. If it doesn't entertain people, then they're not going to watch it, are they? And they're not going to follow you. So
that's it.
That's the thing with TikTok and Instagram Reels, and a little bit, I guess, with YouTube Shorts. Yeah, trends as well, but also retention rate. Those sort of first 3 seconds have just got to absolutely hook you in, haven't they?
Yeah.
Like,
it's a massive thing. I would probably say it's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
You can arguably have a bad video. Let's say you've got a 40-second video and the content can be kind of average.
Yeah.
But if the first 3 seconds have made the person want to think they need to see it to the end, then does that make sense?
Yeah.
They're still likely to watch the video. And then if the video is good on top of that, they might watch it again.
Yeah.
Win.
No, exactly.
And I notice on your videos you put watch to the end, and it sort of encourages people to watch to the end, or wait till the end, or can't believe what happened at the end. It's true though, isn't it? Like for my content approach, because I'm a photographer, I try to help other photographers, educate them with that, but then I also mix it in with some funny shit posting reels about the life of a photographer and all that sort of stuff. And they always perform really well, which is nice.
It's so much like more convenient for people watching as well, because obviously on YouTube you'd have to go back off of a video onto the next one. But like, whereas like I feel like with TikTok you have to, I don't know, I'm not the expert, but like I almost feel like you have to put the most interesting part in the first like 3 seconds, otherwise someone's just going to scroll down again.
Literally.
And it's like
no, people's attention spans have just, it's gone to the bin. Honestly, people like
so easy just to go to the next video that you've got to like hook them straight away.
And now going back to YouTube, which is an impossible job.
Yeah. Touching on YouTube, have most of your like subscribers come from TikTok, or is it organically come from YouTube Shorts?
YouTube organic, because I've got a totally different audience. I've got a UK majority on TikTok and a US majority on YouTube.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's completely different. I don't know how it happened. Honestly.
US majority with like roadman videos and stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're like, oh my god, I don't know what I said.
Incoming character.
Maybe it's like a new concept to them. I don't know.
I do like the ones
they love the roadman.
Yeah,
for some reason. Yeah,
British
very
culture,
British
isn't
thing, isn't it?
I suppose.
Yeah, it's like your videos where you do like roadman in a US school.
Yeah,
like, they must love them.
those are really popular.
It's a good character. Like, what have you got like other characters that you're working on at the moment? There's people like obviously Jack Joseph who has like, you know, the walking ick, the pick me boy, and all those sorts of stuff.
So mine are not like, I would say Roadman and Year 7 are the most kind of distinct characters I have.
Yeah.
But everyone else is just kind of dependent on the skit. It's not like a specific recurring character. So I have like a classic UK school teacher, male and female, and then I've got like just different kind. I've got like a geeky student. I've got like a chavvy student.
Nice.
I've got like I've got a Balkan dad actually as well. So yeah, I suppose I do have some recurring ones, but the main ones are definitely Year 7 and Roadman. Yeah.
They bang. They're really sick.
It's like when Jackmate used to do like similar sort of stuff as well. I used to love that. I feel like it's just kind of, since he's done it, it's just got even bigger and bigger, and now it's like become, I don't know, just making characters has become like a thing now, and it's well good.
Is there like a creator, well, not even a creator, is there like someone that you'd love to make like a video with, collaborate with?
Or inspired you, or like?
That's a good question. I actually, this is going to sound really like probably not the response you want, but I genuinely enjoy collaborating with like anyone.
Yeah?
Just
really?
anyone who's kind of good in their department, because crossovers are so good. Like, what's this? Like, when I started out with Roadman, Billy Wingrove reached out to me. I noticed that he was following
videos,
me. And this was before I started making football content. And I was actually, it actually hit me quite hard. I was like, hang on a sec, this is Billy Wingrove. Like, he's obviously got a massive, really successful football career behind him, and socials and everything that he's done, business, clothing, everything. And I was like, hang on a sec. I'm putting these videos out to so many people. Like, I'm genuinely entertaining and making just loads of people from all over the world laugh at home.
Yeah.
And he reached out to me, and then I was like, I can't remember what I said, but we ended up linking up to film. And then when we dropped the video, it was like Roadman crossover with football.
Yeah.
With sort of his stuff. And everyone was like, hang on, this is like the collab you never expected.
Yeah.
Blah, blah.
But somehow it works really well.
Yeah, and that hit me. So, and then I've done all sorts of different collabs. I've done with like martial artists. I've done with other skit people. I've done with footballers. I can't even remember now. But honestly, like whoever reaches out, I'm really open to collaborating always.
I think collaborations are so good because like it's sort of like a way of networking, but you put yourself in front of their audience, and they're not like, the collaborator comes to your audience. It's just beneficial for so many people. I don't get when people are like, oh, don't do collabs. It can be so beneficial to people. Like,
not even beneficial. It's enjoyable.
It's enjoyable. Yeah. It mixes it up a little bit, isn't it?
Literally
mixes it up. So do you film like all of your TikToks and reels and stuff on your phone?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, on my phone. A football channel I film on a camera because everything else is green screen.
Yeah.
So I feel like if I just do it on the phone, for TikTok it's good enough.
Yeah.
Just ultra key, you know the deal.
I was going to say, it compresses it otherwise anyway, doesn't it?
Exactly.
That's true. Like the quality compression is just a pain in the arse.
Tragic, actually. It hurts.
It's pain, isn't it?
Film it in 4K, get a nice angle, and I open TikTok.
Yeah, it literally looks like horrid. 720p. Like I can't remember who made it, but somebody made a video where they'd upload a TikTok like in 4K, and then download it, upload it, download and upload it 1,000 times, and the
It just
quality.
become like a
It just
blob.
turned into this
was
pink
like,
and purple mush.
my
The audio
God.
360p.
sounded like a really shit Zoom call. It was hilarious.
Words.
And this is a
Oh,
guy.
I hate Zoom calls.
Oh, they're the worst. They're the worst.
Shit.
They suck. No, they're the worst. Like whenever we like do like podcasts where the guest like isn't in
Riverside.
person, we use Riverside because that's great. Whenever someone says, "Oh, can we do it over Zoom?" We're like, "No, it's trash. The audio is trash. We don't like Zoom. It's
And most of the time, a 20-minute call can be written into one email.
Yeah,
exactly.
So
Come on.
easily.
But like sometimes I sit in a Zoom call, and sometimes I get I'm learning as well. But sometimes I get an email, and I'm like, "Can we do a Zoom call? Got a few things to go through." And I'm like, "Yeah, of course. You know, I want to be professional. I want to be open. I want to be friendly." And I sit through the Zoom call, and I'm polite, and I'm professional, and I respond to them properly. And then I come out of the Zoom call, and I'm like, "Hang on a sec. I've just sat here for 20 minutes. We've done absolutely nothing. Like, let's not kid each other here. We've both said nothing. Come out of the Zoom call. I'm like, hang on a sec. That could have all been written in one sentence.
Yeah.
In an email, bro.
Literally couldn't
Save me and you 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's pain. Just any excuse. to,
Oh,
like,
and they
take
send
people-
you the Calendly link. Book yourself
Oh,
in the
God.
calendar.
That's pain. That's pain. Like a lot of my meetings, because I obviously look after my clients, and they're like, they're all on Zoom, and I'm just like, this is so time consuming. You could just like, it literally could be an email. It's so frustrating.
I feel like lockdown and stuff kind of initiated that.
Yeah.
It was the only way of communicating,
Yeah.
sort of.
How?
And then it just became a thing. Like, we're not in lockdown anymore.
Yeah,
Why are we
no,
doing
and
Zoom
it's
exactly.
still,
calls?
it's still a thing. It baffles me. It's funny because like I pay attention to like stocks and stuff, and when you see at the beginning of lockdown, Zoom's stock price just goes right to the top, and then lockdown's like done, it just tanks. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, how was like lockdown for you? I presume you spent a lot of time like creating and
It
stuff.
was my main boom. Was
Yeah.
lockdown. Yeah, literally, it was the second lockdown was like my biggest boom. I got like 800k followers within about 6 weeks. It was stupid.
Jesus.
Stupid. Yeah, it was crazy.
And that's just how quick it can blow up. Like, as long as you make like good content. I know it's a really, really passed around phrase. Content is king, but it's
passed around because it's true. Actually is.
Yeah.
You can really just, if you hit the right spot and you're consistent with it, and you show people that you enjoy what you're doing and you're going to be consistent with it.
Yeah.
It can really.
even
blow
like the
properly.
simplest idea. Like there's a guy like he's doing absolute bits in the moment. I think I discovered him because of his series like Street Smart or something. Max Fosh. He'll post the simplest like video titles.
Max Fosh rings a bell. Is that the guy that does the girl best friend videos, the skits?
I think so. He used to do skits, but he just does really, really random videos. But they're the most simple titles. He would be like, I spent 24 hours with an elephant in the room. And he literally spent 24 hours in like an elephant cage. But then it's so mad. And it's the simplest videos. Like it's the simplest concept.
Yeah, but
the way
almost
he
like
executes it's so good. Like
clickbaitey, isn't it? Like
well,
that
it's
whole
not
kind
even
of-
clickbait.
Well, it's
He
not
follows up.
clickbait, but it's like you're doing it for the title.
Yeah, he did another one where it's the simplest title. I bought the world's smallest roundabout, and he now like owns this little roundabout.
Yeah,
and
but
he
that
put like a
stands
table
out,
and
though,
chairs on
doesn't
it.
it?
Yeah,
Like, that's like if I saw that on my YouTube recommended, I'd be like, "What the fuck?" So
he's
just
a
click on
YouTuber.
it instantly.
yeah, it's YouTube. But then he posts like a short clips version of that video.
Right, yeah.
Like cut down to like 60 seconds.
Yeah.
It's really
Do you know what I
true.
find
Content's
really
king.
interesting actually? How all these kind of like OG long form creators, how since like the eruption of short form content, how they actually struggle to make short form content.
Yeah.
To do it well. Their brain thinks in different ways. They're on the long form
Yeah.
thing. That's their thing. They do it amazing. But like they're kind of like, oh shit, this short form thing is new. It's not.
They've done it
Yeah.
so well,
Can't
like
just-
so long, and they've
and
got to
it's the same,
adapt.
vice versa.
Yeah, it must be really weird for like people who've made like these 20-minute long YouTube videos and then have to figure out how am I going to make like a 30-second, minute-long short video still in the same sort of context stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be quite jarring for those long-form creators.
Probably, yeah, because short form is was where it's at now.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you've got long form creators who are doing well and they're doing amazing and still going for them, but everyone knows that short form is what's pushing.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
no, definitely.
Does it ever worry about the future of TikTok? Because like, it doesn't
about it
concern
a lot.
me too much, but obviously America's trying to ban it. It's
Oh,
now,
you mean in that sense?
yeah, it's it's weird because like everyone's worried because China owns TikTok. America's tried to ban it. It's now banned off like people's devices, banned in India. Does it ever worry about like TikTok sort of not becoming a thing?
You mean me personally?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely something on my mind. I mean, I saw a video the other day which was like, if you're a social media creator, applications go on your career stage. That's it. You got nothing.
Yeah.
It kind of hit me. So I try to basically do as much as possible and put myself in as many kind of circles as possible, circles of opportunity as possible. And then obviously I've got my businesses outside. So on a career and financial standpoint, I'm like, I'm okay because I'm doing a lot of things and I trust myself in the sense that I'm going to make sure I've always got something going. Yeah. Not just relying on one thing. But I also believe that if TikTok does go, something else will take its place.
Oh, yeah, always, absolutely.
Yeah. So you can't tell me that if TikTok gets deleted overnight, that's it. Yeah, short form content's finished. Like that's
exactly.
There's gonna be someone like rich out there that's just obviously seen how well TikTok's done. It's not gonna be like there's gonna be nothing there.
Look at Be Real. Came out of nowhere.
Yeah. And like obviously you've got an audience which you just take onto the next, onto whatever would come next as well. So it's like, you've got people that watch you for your content.
I don't think I have that like. I want to say this carefully so I don't sound spoiled. And
no, that's cool.
But I have like people who support me and watch my videos and love my videos. But in terms of like a loyal fan base who could who has got 10 million subscribers and he could take 9.5 million onto there.
Yeah.
I feel like short form content has destroyed that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I feel like I do, out of my 3.7 million followers on my TikTok, for example, there's definitely a percentage of people who really love my content and they would follow me and they would watch my stuff elsewhere. But there's also a massive chunk of people who just like watch the stuff because they enjoy it. But in terms of going out of their way to watch something else or kind of follow something else that I'd be doing, I don't know if that's the case. But
I think it's hard to grow like an actual fan base on TikTok because I, for one, I'm probably guilty of it myself. I'll watch someone's video, think it's great, like a really great video. I'll follow them, but I won't actually remember their name.
That's the thing. It's like you watch the video, that's a sick video, like, favorite, follow, scroll.
Yeah.
10 seconds later, you don't remember them.
You forget who they are.
Whereas, you got respect for them. It was a sick video. You enjoyed it, but
with YouTube, I could probably name 20, 25 of the channels that I'm subscribed to because
just because Yeah,
that's why so many short form creators.
Plus, like the YouTube recommended section used to push so hard, didn't it? And like,
True,
it used to work so well. Whereas, like, obviously now you don't. You get like adverts in your recommended that has nothing to do with like anything you actually give a shit about.
Yeah, that's true. It must be really hard to grow like that sort of true fan base on TikTok because you'll like a video, follow the account because it's been on the For You page, but then you won't see it again, like a video from that creator, unless you go to following. Which is really weird.
10% of people use that.
Yeah.
Who actually goes on the follow? No, do you guys?
I never go on the following.
I don't know anyone who does.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I don't.
My little brother does. And I ask him, I'm like, why? He's actually a really good person to talk to because he's like he watches a lot of TikTok. He's a consumer in that department. So
he's your audience then,
exactly.
basically.
Yeah. So he's like the best person to ask. And I'm like, why do you want following? He's like, I don't know. So I didn't really get an answer out of him, but yeah, bottom line is it's really unpopular. Everyone's For You page. And I think that's why most short form content creators, they're like their main aim is to get onto the long form platform.
Yeah.
Because that's what you can. That's why, for example, someone with 3 million subscribers on YouTube, they open a merch page, they can make a major amount of sales. Someone with 3 million followers on TikTok make merch, they can make no sales.
Yeah.
So yeah, in terms of fan base loyalty, it's
obviously
really
like the description and that on YouTube, you could put whatever you want in there, couldn't you? And it was just like you could kind of lead people onto anything that you want them to see.
It's much more personal. YouTube,
like conveniently scroll down for like a second, whereas on any other social media, you have to actually make an effort to look at them further.
Exactly, yeah. So.
And with TikTok as well, with the algorithm, it'll just show you a video from like 8-9 weeks ago. And then you go to their profile and then you see that it's posted 8-9 weeks ago and you have to scroll all the way down. It's really weird. Yeah. It's really weird. Whereas YouTube and other platforms will push out the most regular thing that they put out. Yeah, the most recent thing. Yeah, it's weird. Like, I'm not going to discuss income with TikTok, but I can see why most people will pump videos on TikTok, but then try and push their audience to YouTube because that's where the money is. I've worked with quite a few creators, a guy who runs like an agency who's built a few case studies to help big TikTok creators bring their audience to YouTube, just because that's where the money is.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see what TikTok will do with income now, like particularly 2023.
TikTokers, most of them are full time.
Yeah.
They are. They are obviously. Well, personally, I work with like the main income is brand deals.
Yeah.
So it's like company reaches out. I told you earlier, I mentioned it. It was like the company reaches out. We've got this product. We've got this company, this app, this update. It can be anything. It can literally be anything. Be a game.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, you know, you charge like a fixed rate, or you can charge CPM, which is like per views or
clicks per video or whatever it is. Yeah.
Exactly. And so unlike that, and you've got a lot of creators who are vast majority of them who are doing it.
Yeah.
So
It's interesting, isn't it? Like,
but it's inconsistent.
it is inconsistent.
That's the thing, because you don't know when the next jobs are going to come in. Whereas with YouTube, it's like if I make a video, I post it, I'm going to earn from it. Ad revenue.
Do you notice? Is there like a clear difference between, like, say, your brand integrated videos compared to like a standard sort of
In terms of
skit?
performance.
Yeah.
Definitely. Of course. I mean, like, think about it. Like, if you're going to watch a video and someone's put a sponsored bit in it, it's not the greatest piece of entertainment.
I'd say you do yours really well.
But I think
It
I
adds
try
value.
to. I try to keep them as natural as possible, and then kind of like integrate it in the end as smoothly as possible without basically going up to the camera and be like, here's this new product, it's 20% off, click the link down below to go buy it or whatever. I try to keep it as smooth as possible, and it does underperform. That's just a given. But people appreciate the effort of trying to make it a usual skit and like integrating it smoothly, because I could be lazy about it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Amazing, man. Well, as we wrap up, what's your plans for like coming up with 2023? Obviously, you've dropped the course. Where can people find that?
So that's on Winners
Ideally as
Academy.
well, who's it for?
So the online course, which I've dropped on a website called Winners Academy, which is basically where we're lining up multiple people who are at the top of their profession to give a course about their area. So don't want to drop any that we've got so far, but we've got some good stuff coming.
Nice.
We've currently got a piano course and an online content creation course, which is mine.
Nice.
And that's basically literally for anyone who wants to get into content creation for whatever reasons, actually not for whatever reasons, to make a flipping career out of it, so you don't have to go to uni like me.
Love it.
Literally turn your life upside down, make a career out of making stupid videos on the internet.
It's the only way to live. It's the only way to live.
No, but yeah, obviously, like, it's not only that, you can, as I said earlier, you can have a business, and if you're able to create content, you don't need to reach out to other creators to do the promotion for you. If you know how to create content, you know how to promote your business. And so that's Winners Academy.
Amazing stuff, man. Mate, thank you so much for coming on. It's been sick chatting with you.
Thank you for having me.
The course looks incredible. We'll leave it in the description below on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and we'll put it in our link in bio on clips and stuff. If you're a creator, if you want to live that creative life full time, then this is definitely a course to check out. We have seen the contents like list of it, and it's just what every creator needs. I think it looks
especially
sick.
as well from someone that went to uni. I was like, I think we probably could have done with something like that. So
epic stuff. Well, guys, thanks very much for listening, watching, and we'll see you next week.